Hello and welcome to another video. Hello! I was a little afraid for you guys to see this eyeshadow that I did. I tried to make it very on theme with the Jurassic Park tour Jeep, and I fear that I just look insane. But anyway, here we are. Thank you so much for joining me today on this Jurassic Park theme video. Are you obsessed with Jurassic Park like I am? Or is it just me? No, I know there's loads of fans out there. For me, July is Jurassic Park month because I just declared it myself. No, mine and my husband's wedding anniversary is in July, and we had a Jurassic Park themed wedding. It wasn't full on themed out, it wasn't like a dinosaur festival, although it should have been. It was Jurassic Park meets luxury wedding, outdoors, with little subtle hints of Jurassic Park awesomeness everywhere. Really amazing. Yeah, and so this year it's going to be our 3rd wedding anniversary, so I've just remembered I actually haven't got any gift yet. Well, I'm going to do immediately after I finish filming this video. Anyways, welcome to Jurassic Nails Part 1. I'm going to run you through how I did these epic Jurassic Park nails. So if that sounds pretty good to you, just keep watching. So we're going to be doing this set here. So cute! If you're a die-hard fan like me, then you'll know what each of these scenes or patterns or things are. If you know all 5, comment down below exactly what it is. And then I'll be doing the other hand on a separate video, so be sure to watch out for part 2.
Alrighty, let's get to it. So this is what my nails will be looking like. Not too bad. Did lose one. I've been moving house and moving lots of boxes, picking up lots of stuff. So overall, not doing too badly. I added a little more product, and as you can see, I did cut myself with the file. So for the first nail, I'm going to replicate the tour car, which I always want to call a Jeep, even though it's not a Jeep. The other car in the movie is a Jeep, but this is not. This is actually a 1992 Ford Explorer XLT model, in case you didn't know. I totally did not know that. I Googled it. So I put down some yellow gel polish, and then I'm going on with green, trying to get that nice ombre effect. Okay, so I need to tell you something that happened to me today, and it scared me, honestly. People are crazy. Also weird, on the day that I'm working on this Jurassic Park video, this story also has something to do with Jurassic Park, kind of. Now you need to know that my current car has a Jurassic Park logo sticker on it. Yes, I told you I really like Jurassic Park. And so the past couple weeks, I've been driving back and forth past the car dealership, and weirdly, they had a Jurassic Park themed Jeep, like the full-on red and grey with the number 18. You will see this featured on a nail later. So naturally, I thought I would go check it out, just see how much they were selling it for. Maybe I trade mine in, whatever. But unfortunately, it had already sold. Anyways, so this is where my story actually begins. So I'm leaving the car dealership and I'm driving home, and nothing out of the ordinary, nothing seems to be happening. I'm just on my merry way. I go to merge onto the highway, and there's one car in front of me waiting to merge, and then all of a sudden this car comes behind me and he's honking like a maniac, honking like crazy, you know, like non-stop. I'm like, what is going on? I didn't know he was honking at me, honestly. So the car in front of me merges onto the highway, and then I pull up a little bit closer. I'm trying to concentrate on when I can merge, but I can't concentrate because this guy is honking like so I'm also trying to check in my rearview mirror to see like what the hell is happening, because I don't understand what happened. Nothing happened, and he was right there behind me, right up my bum, honking and a hollering like God knows what. So now I'm getting nervous and I'm starting to panic, thinking like, oh my god, like what is happening? And to make it worse, This happened at a red light, so there was a row of cars right next to us just watching this happen. Then he just decides to go around me, like what? And as he goes past, he lets me know he is enraged by my presence and he's gesturing at me. I'm just riddled with panic. He drives off and then I'm able to merge in peace. But right after I merge, it's not long before my next turn, and I was lucky enough to see this guy in this car again. I drive past him as he is queuing in a traffic lane, and as I drive past, he's got his window down and he's leaning forward, looking at my car, like trying to look out for me, trying to see who I am, being all angry. Anyways, that was that nail. So I took a liner brush and did the little red marks, and I'm moving on to the thumb. And I love how the thumb turned out. I was really excited by this idea. Do you know what it is? Or can you take a guess? Put it in the comments. Anyways, I suppose it wasn't too bad, but someone honking at me just gives me anxiety. That kind of situation gives me anxiety. And yeah, this is why I hate people. And honestly, I think it was just so confusing. That's what I find really disturbing about it, is I just don't understand why he was so angry. Why do you think he was angry? And it just doesn't help me when people say like, oh, it was them and they were just, you know, like having a bad day or something, or they're just weird, or maybe he was just in a rush. Because like, no, that's not the way you conduct yourself. That doesn't make sense to me. I know I need to just forget about it, but my anxiety will have me fretting over this for about 2 weeks first. And I just get wild scared, thinking I'm gonna be out and about one time and then he'll be there and then he'll recognize me and then he'll start yelling at me in the street and punch me in the face. And now he's with a friend who has a dog and the dog attacks me. Then they start an online hate club and then they start tracking my car, and then when I go into the grocery store I come out and my car's set on fire. Okay, so I know that was a bit dramatic, but seriously, that's what my anxiety does to me. This is how I escalate and spiral so badly. It's just situation in cars. I don't know what it is about it, but it just terrifies me. I have lots of car drama. One time I was parked up at the grocery store and I came back and there was a note left on my windshield, and it was it was someone telling me I was an inconsiderate because of the way that I parked, even though I was totally in my own space. I wasn't over the line, I was very much in the line, but she was complaining that I was just too far over from the very middle and too close to her car in the next spot. And maybe I was a little closer to one side, but when I parked there, maybe there was someone to the side of me who also was a bit over, so that naturally made me just park a little over to one side as well. You just don't know, right? And I was within my car parking space, so who cares? I just think leaving nasty messages is just not cool. But I know we all have these kind of stories, so leave a comment and let me know what is your worst car drama that you have experienced. Let's just have a little cry together. But that happening today has just sort of been the cherry on top of an already pretty bad week. I am not gonna lie, this past like 10 days has been really awful. The last Monday I got really sick. I started the day fine, but then started to feel not well at all. I was getting really hot and really sweaty, and I started to feel like a bit headachy, and you just know when like it's not good. It wasn't good. Me and Mark went to get food because I hadn't eaten yet, so I thought maybe, oh, I'm just not well because I haven't eaten. I have to rest my head on the table because I can't even sit up. I can't hold my head up. I'm just feeling so awful. I could only muster one bite of my chicken sandwich that I had just ordered. It was supposed to be a cute day date out in the city, me and Mark, but I was like, I'm so sorry, I cannot do this. I need to go home immediately. I need to lie down. I feel like I'm gonna die. So we plan to go home and Mark takes me to the drugstore beforehand so I can get Tylenol and whatever I wanted. Initially, I went in first by myself, thought it was going to be a quick trip. But then Mark followed me in because I guess I was taking a long time. And I was like, thank God, because I just feel so sick. I just need to sit down. I can't see straight because I just can't focus. So I asked Mark if he will grab the Tylenol and whatever, hydration tabs, whatever's gonna make me feel better. And I'm gonna go and sit down or something. So I start to walk away and then I get this awful feeling in my stomach. I need the bathroom like immediately. I need to find a bathroom right now. And luckily there was a bathroom really close. I'm practically running because I obviously don't want to my pants in public. So I sit down and this is where the massacre begins. Do apologize for what I'm about to tell you. So my stomach is rumbling and churning. It's feeling like when you wash Converse shoes in a washing machine. Like something was getting thrown about in my stomach. Shortly followed by how I can only describe as a catastrophic eruption of brown fire liquid. An angry fountain of brown water was exiting my body. And if I wasn't horrified enough by that, what happens next horrified me to my icy core. And then, like I had absolutely no control of my bodily functions, I projectile barf all over the bathroom floor. Very Exorcist style. Or have you seen Team America? And it was everywhere. Not just the floor, it was all over the walls, it was all over me, it was all over my shoes. I was having a very bad time. But I don't know what is worse. The fact that the bath looked exactly like what was in the toilet, or that the bath had rice in it. I hadn't eaten rice for almost 2 weeks. So that's not normal. I tried to be nice and clean it up myself a little bit, but I was just wasting a lot of toilet roll, and the toilet roll was getting all soggy, and there was just so much barf everywhere, and the tissue paper was just disintegrating. It was too much for me to handle on my own. So then I had to go out and go and look and find someone to help me and to tell them that I have barfed all over the floor. Just thinking about how disgusting it was and thinking that some poor soul had to clean that up. Yikes. Yeah, I was very embarrassed, but also a little relieved that that happened in the privacy of the bathroom stall and not in the middle of the aisle in public for everyone to watch. Anyways, I made it home and I felt pretty awful the rest of the day and into the evening, and yeah, I just had the shits all night basically, but no more major incidents, so that was pretty good. I only felt like pretty bad for like one more day, and then I started to feel a lot better until a couple days later, pretty much immediately after eating dinner, there was a second coming. And long story short, shit my pants. Yep. And the rest of the week did not disappoint. If you thought it was going to get better for me, it didn't. So my husband tried to groom one of our dogs, my little Whitney, my precious baby. Not only did he do the most horrific hack job, but he cut my baby's ear. So that was a fun argument. I was actually in another room when the incident took place, and I was disturbed when I heard a high-pitched squeal coming from my little baby boo-boo Whitney angel. So I run in, I see blood, and rage fills my body faster than the speed of light. Most importantly, she is okay. Luckily, the cut wasn't that bad in the end, but pretty traumatizing for everyone. So back to the nails. This is a velociraptor embryo liquid vial, if you hadn't guessed, from the scene where Nedry is sneaking into the frozen embryo chamber and he is stealing the vials into his sneaky little Barbasol can. But I thought that was very cool and creative to do on the nail, and yeah, I really love how it turned out. Then what you can see me doing now is basically I'm going back to that first nail to do some metallic silver marks to make it look more like the car. So I was trying to replicate like the rail on the front of the car. I don't know if that has a name. I don't know cars, okay? But you know, like on the front of the car with the rail on the car. I just thought it would look more car-like to add it. But I am finished with that nail now, and moving on to the next nail, which was another idea I was very excited about, and I can't say I've ever tried this before. So I wanted to do something to represent a very iconic scene. Well, I don't know, it's just a moment that I enjoy a lot. So near the end, there is a scene where all the guys are trapped in a computer room and they're trying to hack the system. And outside of the door, there is a velociraptor. On the door, there is a little window, and there's a really nice shot where you see the velociraptor's face, specifically the eye, and yeah. And then he breathes on the window and you see all the air or condensation or whatever. It's pretty cool. So I wanted to capture that moment right there. So I decided to do a velociraptor eye and also make it 3D, because why not? If you're going to do an eye on a nail, you got to do it 3D. So I'm painting the eyeball iris first with a couple of different gel colors just to get a more, I'm trying to do a bit realistic here. And I also include a layer of chrome powder, give that eyeball a little sparkle, a little life in the eye. Then using black gel, I go and do my pupil, doing like a very elongated words. I am so good at talking. You know, like the cat eye where it's like narrow. Moving on, I'm then using some gel to do a bowl to build up the eye so it's all 3D. I'm just using this small liner brush here to sort of move and manipulate it into place where I want it to be, but I feel like it was gonna be fine without that, honestly. Oh yeah, showing you a glimpse of the sparkly shimmer here. What a cute little dinosaur eye. Then next, I'm using some acrygel that I wanted to try out, and I'm going around the eyeball to now create the skin of the dinosaur and then the eyelid. And I'm not very experienced with acrygel. To be honest, I'm not very experienced with anything, but especially the acrygel. But I thought this stuff was pretty much like stays exactly where you put it, doesn't run at all. So I don't know if it's the temperature of my room maybe, but I feel like after I'm using it for a few seconds that it is starting to get like, not runny or super slappy, but it's way more, yeah, you know? It's more melty than I thought. But I didn't think I was supposed to do that. Is it supposed to do that? Anyways, I got there in the end, but maybe I should have used some sort of 3D sculpting gel instead. But I'm just taking blobs, patting it down, putting it into place the best that I can, then curing it before I do a bit more, and then I'm just trying to sculpt around the eye the best that I can, just trying to make it look all eye-like. But I was pretty stoked on how it turned out. It was definitely fun. Then going back to my week, we got some really bad news, and unfortunately my grandma did pass away. So obviously we've all been devastated and dealing with that, but she had a pretty long life. She was 92. However, she had spent a lot of her last years in a home, and she was very sick and she was suffering from Alzheimer's. So obviously nobody wants this, but at least she can rest in peace now. So yes, I'm going to be taking an unexpected trip back to England in a couple of weeks so I can attend the funeral. So yes, like I mentioned, this week has not been good. But it's not all bad, because I did get some other news from my family, which is really great news. Now, I don't think I should share it right now, but maybe in the future. But it's something pretty awesome, so I am very excited about it. So back to the nail, I am just using a green and a brown gel polish to create the dinosaur skin color, and yeah, just swiping it on. Once I've done all of that, I then use a black and I just go in with a liner brush and try to create a pattern to make it look like it's all like cracked skin, or what I think a dinosaur skin would look like, the texture. Anyways, I'm going to take a couple of moments right here and just leave the music playing so you can relax and enjoy just watching without me yammering on for the whole time. I'll be back in a little bit, but until then, get comfortable, relax, get a drink, and enjoy the rest of the video. Hello, I am back. So after the dinosaur eye, which, yeah, love. So the next nail that I did, I wanted to do the claw marks, like they're ripping through the metal claw rips. And then the last nail here is what I already mentioned, but the Jurassic Park Jeep. So the grey and the red ones from when they first get to the island, it's their transportation from the helicopter to the visitors center. One of them has the number 18 on, so that's why I painted it on the nail, just in case you were wondering. The other Jeep number is 29, but I wanted to do 18 because that is the Jeep with Alan Grant, Ellie Settler, and Ian Malcolm in, so that's obviously the better one. Fun fact, I actually have a tattoo on my arm which is a portrait of Jeff Goldblum, who is the actor who plays Ian Malcolm in the Jurassic Park films. Totes normal. But as mentioned, I am a big movie buff and I also have a portrait tattoo of Harley Quinn. Tell me, would you ever get a portrait tattoo of a character from a movie? Or if you already have that, who do you have? Let me know in the comments. Also, I do apologize for my bad camera work. I am still learning. Feel like I barely got any good footage of that last nail there. But here is the final results of all the nails. I hope that you like them. I hope that you think that they're fun. Please let me know in the comments which one you liked the best or the least.
Alrighty, thank you so much for watching and I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I certainly enjoyed doing these nails. And yeah, I want to do so many more Jurassic Park and Jurassic World themed nails. So if you've got any suggestions within that theme of like what you want to see, let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll make it happen. Oh, and I thought I would just show you. And I was blonde! So this gate actually here, we tried to replicate obviously the big Welcome to Jurassic Park gate, epic moment from the movie, and yeah, we tried to make it ourselves, me and my husband, with foam core, foam board, cardboard, wood, 2x4s, chicken wire. I mean, we just used so much. Then we painted it grey. I cut the Jurassic Park letters out from foam and then painted them, and then so we obviously asked for orange coloured flowers so that it would look like the flames, because that's supposed to be like where the torches are, the fire. I mean, if you looked close up, it looked super sketchy, but from far away, it looked really cool. Yeah, and I'm just happy that, you know, we did that ourselves. Put a lot of love and effort into that, so yeah, cute. And as always, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw, and don't forget to subscribe as well. Thank you. Okay, love you, bye. This makeup was such a bad idea. I'm sweating so much. I need professional help.